Well, this is going to be an absolute train wreck, but it's time to discuss the details of hashtag boycott Bayonetta. It feels like there has been this big momentum over the course of the last 72 hours against Platinum Games and the developers over at Nintendo that are working on Bayonetta. Now, this all began because of some statements released by the original voice actress. Helena Taylor is the person that, in my opinion, really breathed life into Bayonetta in the first place. She voiced the character for the first two games and for the anime, and honestly, a lot of people really appreciated her work. Well, she made some statements over the course of this weekend where she claimed that they only offered her $4,000 total for Bayonetta 3. No residuals, no royalties, no toy sales, nothing like that. Just straight up $4,000 to play the character one last time and walk into the sunset. Now, understandably, this stirred up quite a bit of drama, quite a bit of debate, people really discussing the idea of how much is fair pay. Are voice actors ever compensated enough? And I decided to make a video called I Am Boycotting Bayonetta 3 because honestly, it did look like they were completely screwing her over. Now, it turns out that she lied. I still want to make it clear, I'm definitely not going to review this game. I'm probably not going to buy it. Ever since I put up my video saying I was going to boycott the game, I have been flooded with hate, threats, people literally telling me they had wished I had died when I was homeless on the streets. So I'm probably never going to talk about Bayonetta 3 ever again, but let's dig into the interesting lies she told. So here we have over here on, God, I just want to say, the people who sent me death threats, you people are scum. I was wrong. I'm fully willing to admit that I was wrong to take her word. I just could not imagine a woman would tell such an obvious, terrible lie. But anyways, back to the story itself. Excuse my anger. Literally, having hundreds of people with like stupid Nintendo profile pics tell me to kill myself was very deeply aggravating. But now let's go back to the stupid video game story. Last weekend, Bayonetta's former voice actress called for fans to boycott the game because of low pay. Her Twitter videos went very viral, but the full story is much more complicated. Platinum offered Helena Taylor between $3,000 and $4,000 per session for at least 5 recording sessions, which means she was probably going to get paid minimum $20,000, according to 2 people familiar with the deal and documentation viewed by Bloomberg. Now, this is the important part. This is not he said, she said. This is actual legal contracts they viewed. This is the truth. This is definitely what's actually going on. And she did just flat out lie. In response to this, she said that in response, the people said Taylor asked for a 6-figure fee and residuals. Negotiations fell apart. So, I mean, she was asking for at least $100,000 and 1% of all boxed sales, much higher of a counter offer, basically asking for 5 times as much as she was originally paid. Taylor denies this account in an email to Bloomberg and says that it is an absolute lie and said Platinum is trying to save their ass. Taylor's videos have received more than 9.5 million views on Twitter and led to a deluge of calls from fans and pundits to boycott Bayonetta 3, but accounts and evidence reviewed by Bloomberg make it clear that those videos were not the whole story. Taylor's videos also led to a barrage of Twitter vitriol and harassment towards the new voice actress for Bayonetta named Jennifer Hale, who she does not deserve any of the hate she got. It's ridiculous. It's unlikely that the full story will get much traction, as many eyeballs as the original Twitter videos. However, this information is important to know. That's part of why I'm making this video, is because honestly, I do want to correct my own misinformation. I believed her. I mean, it's difficult to even imagine that somebody would nuke their own career. Helena Taylor is never going to work ever again. I mean, she's screwed. She exploded any chance she ever had of talking into a mic pretty much ever again for a paycheck. It was difficult for me to imagine this because not only do I really love her work, but career explosion. I'm trying not to say the S word anymore, but it's just like, it's weird that she would just destroy her own reputation, her own contracts, her own future. That is completely why I believed her at face value, is that it's difficult for me to even imagine somebody choosing to just, throw themselves upon the sword. I can only assume, and I'm giving her a big benefit of the doubt here, I think she's probably mentally ill. I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as you must be very, very unstable chemically to make a decision that is so, I mean, honestly, ruinous to your own self. Like, she is done. I feel terrible, but this lady's going to be working at Walmart. She's never going to act ever again, even on like a freaking stage play for local high schools. She's done. Now, I do want to make it clear, a lot of people have been chiming in, just basically saying this report is accurate. It sounds like it is absolutely true. She lied. She completely lied. Now, I do want to make it incredibly clear here. I am retracting my original boycott. I'm still not buying the game simply because the Bayonetta community has been so toxic and so crappy to me, and I am a human. I think you guys just see me as a person on a screen, a guy wearing a stupid PlayStation hoodie. Just keep in mind, I'm an actual person. I make mistakes. I talk about the gaming news. I make like 6 videos a week. 1 in every 80 is gonna have a freaking error in it. I just want you to know, when I make mistakes, correct me. I want to learn. I want to figure things out. I want to be a better YouTuber. Spamming me with threats, saying the most horrible vitriolic things you can to me hundreds of times over does not teach me a lesson. I didn't learn my lesson because of the threats. I learned my lesson because honestly, I was wrong. Being corrected and updating stuff is what I want to do. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also a human named Max Shockley. Please treat me like a human. Stop the stupid corporate defensive crap. Excuse my anger, but honestly, I got extremely mad this weekend when people started literally begging for my death. Oh my God. Screw Bayonetta. I'm never playing these games ever again. You guys enjoy it. I have no qualms. Buy it. You're probably going to spam me with 80 copies you all bought because you're great gamer dudes. I'm done. I'm probably not going to play another Nintendo game for a while. Maybe I'll play Pokemon, but I'm probably not going to even tweet about it because I'm sure someone else will find some reason to tell me about how I need to tie a noose in the attic. God. I love video games, but man, sometimes gamers are just, what the heck? I'm done. I'm done. I love you guys. Excuse my anger. I am done. I'm done. Jesus Christ. I'm going to the gym. Jesus Christ. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.